Imagine walking into a doctor's office today, expecting a simple prescription, but instead, you are met with a sharpened stone and a belief that a hole in your skull is the only way to release the demons causing your headache. Welcome to the terrifying reality of ancient medicine, a time when the cure was almost always more dangerous than the disease itself. Today, we are pulling back the heavy curtain of history to explore the most bone-chilling medical practices ever recorded. From miracle potions made of liquid silver to surgeries that ended in a 300% mortality rate, we are about to witness the desperate, and often deadly, attempts of our ancestors to understand the human body. Before we dive into these gruesome archives, if you have a fascination for the dark side of history and the mysteries of the past, please take a moment to support the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode where we uncover the truths that textbooks often leave out. Your engagement helps us continue our research into the most bizarre corners of human existence. Now, let us travel back to an era where survival was a miracle, and the hands meant to heal you were often the ones that led you to your grave. Are you ready to see how thin the line between medicine and madness truly was? In the modern era, we take for granted the sterile environments of operating rooms and the precision of anesthesia, but in the annals of ancient history, surgery was a visceral, chaotic battle against time and agony. Perhaps no story illustrates this better than the legendary, yet tragic, career of Dr. Robert Liston. Known as the fastest knife in the West End, Liston operated in an age before anesthesia, where a surgeon's skill was measured by their speed. In one infamous case, Liston was performing a routine leg amputation. In his frantic haste to beat the clock and minimize the patient's suffering, his knife moved with such reckless velocity that he accidentally sliced through the fingers of his surgical assistant. The chaos did not end there. As he swung his blood-stained blade back, a spectator, an elderly gentleman watching the procedure, was so overcome with terror that he suffered a massive heart attack and died on the spot. Within days, both the patient and the assistant succumbed to gangrene from their infected wounds. This remains the only recorded surgery in history with a 300% mortality rate, one operation, 3 lives lost. It serves as a grim reminder that in the 19th century, the operating theater was often a stage for unintended horror, where even the most successful surgeons could leave a trail of devastation in their wake. While surgery was a quick death, other treatments offered a slow, agonizing descent into madness, particularly the obsession with mercury. For centuries, this shimmering, liquid metal was hailed as a silver elixir, believed to cure everything from skin rashes to the dreaded syphilis. Even the great Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the man who unified China, consumed mercury pills in a desperate quest for immortality, believing it would grant him eternal life. Instead, the very substance he thought would save him slowly eroded his mind and body, leading to paranoia and a premature death. Patients treated with mercury would suffer from loosening teeth, ulcerated gums, and neurological tremors so severe they were often mistaken for the diseases they were trying to cure. The tragedy of mercury was that for over 1,000 years, humanity mistook a potent neurotoxin for a divine remedy, proving that the brightest shimmer often hides the deadliest poison. If the poison did not kill you, the spiritual cures might. Trepanation, the practice of drilling holes into a living person's skull, is one of the oldest surgical procedures known to man, dating back to the Neolithic period. Ancient healers believed that mental illness, epilepsy, and even simple migraines were caused by evil spirits trapped within the cranium. To let the demons out, they would scrape, saw, or drill through the bone until the brain was exposed, all while the patient was fully conscious. Astonishingly, archaeological evidence shows that many survived these procedures, as their skulls showed signs of healing. However, one can only imagine the psychological trauma of feeling a stone tool grind through your skull in the name of spiritual cleansing. Finally, we must look at the practice of bloodletting, a tradition that dominated Western medicine for nearly 2 millennia. Based on the flawed theory of the 4 humors, physicians believed that sickness was caused by an excess of blood. They would use leeches or specialized knives to drain pints of life-sustaining fluid from patients who were already weakened by illness. Even the first president of the United States, George Washington, fell victim to this. After developing a throat infection, his doctors drained nearly 40% of his blood in a single day. Weakened and unable to fight back, the leader of a new nation died not just from a sore throat, but from a medical practice that literally drained the life out of him. These stories remind us that history is a long, painful road of trial and error, where the pursuit of health often led straight to the cemetery. Looking back at these historical horrors, it is easy to feel a sense of relief that we live in the age of modern science. However, these stories are more than just tales of cruelty or ignorance. They are a testament to the human will to survive and our eternal quest to conquer pain and death. Each failed surgery, each misguided potion, and each hole drilled into a skull was a stepping stone on the long, difficult path to the medical breakthroughs we enjoy today. History teaches us that progress is often paid for in blood, and the lessons learned in those dimly lit operating theaters paved the way for the sterile, safe world we now inhabit. We owe a debt of gratitude to the nameless millions who endured these trials, often without a choice. Their suffering became the data that eventually led to the discovery of germs, the invention of anesthesia, and the development of life-saving antibiotics. As we reflect on the 300% mortality rate, or the mercury elixirs, let us remember that the doctors of the past were often doing their best with the limited knowledge they had. They were explorers in a world they did not yet understand, navigating the complex machinery of the human body with nothing but primitive tools and theories. Thank you for joining us on this dark journey through the history of medicine. We hope this exploration has given you a new appreciation for the wonders of modern healthcare. Before you go, we would love to hear your thoughts. Which of these ancient practices did you find the most shocking? Tell us in the comments below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who loves a good historical mystery. Your support means the world to us and allows us to keep bringing these stories to life. It is time now to let these ghosts of the past rest. As you close your eyes tonight, be thankful for the comfort and safety of the present. May your rest be peaceful and your dreams be free of the shadows we explored today. Thank you for watching. Stay curious about the world, and sleep well. Good night, everyone.